11, everything's shut down, curtains pulled. Yeah, that's it. And that's when all the alkies like used to go in. Or to be honest, like we were little rascals, sometimes we just bolt in, grab a bottle and bolt out. Yeah, I lived right in the middle of the city, Brighton. For like since I was 16, I lived bang in the centre of the city. Up until I was about 27. Well, I still lived in the city up until I was about 31. Before that, I lived on outskirts of cities, little rural like estates and stuff. Lived in Bristol from the age of 7 months to 7 years. Had a West Country accent coming down to Brighton and tried getting bullied on and had loads of fights all the time. Like sound like a farmer. I was like, I don't sound funny. You sound fucking funny. Mm. Yeah, like I was seriously, I had like a load of lads like try fucking picking on me for my accent, and I did get in so many fights because of it. Maybe they just wanted a little accent, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, with a little fucking comb over. Mummy still tucks him in at night. Oh, you still got a fucking, you got a funny accent. Fuck off, cunt. Yeah, yeah, they need to fucking open up their minds, man. Do you know cows have accents? Well, they do. They have accents. Cows, regional accents. Well, they do in England anyway. That's a fact. Well, they will do as well, wherever they are. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you ever travel far, listen to the accents. Yeah. I'm not, mate. I'm telling you for a fact, yeah, I don't talk shit. Yeah, that's one thing I don't. If I've heard it as a fact or I remember it because it's interesting, I'll say it, and that's what I'm saying. I have a fact coming every day on my watch, and one of the facts says cows moo with regional accents. There you go, straight away it comes up. Cows have regional accents. birds as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a fact. It's a bit like, the Guinness Book of Records. Well, the whole reason why that came out was because a bunch of blokes in a pub were like always having conversations, and no one could prove what anyone was saying. So they decided to come up with the Guinness Book of Records, where it's just full of facts, like non-stop, yeah? And that's because it's been built up over the years of that idea of like, oh, well, you're talking shit. Well, no, I'm not, because I heard it from there, and he heard it from there. But now you can say, look, it's there. Fact. Okay? Move on. Fact. And I think that's what happened with that fact of the matter. So yeah, that's how the Guinness Book of Records began, from fact checking to solve arguments. That was it. It was to solve arguments. No, but you might have thought I was pulling your leg. Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't know about the birds, so you learn something every second. That's how you have to be in life. Just keep learning mad shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Even now with the PS5s, like, I think Batman paid five and a half, 600, six. I think it says 650 or something. Because I remember thinking he got two and it was like 12 or 1300. Did that other one turn up in the end? Oh yeah, he probably got like a note, like a little note for the door. Come pick it up. Well, I'll still say he should have fucking raffled that second one. £10 a ticket. Why is he even saying that? Unless he's gonna do it, fucking do it. Don't say it. Yeah, yeah. It's something you don't like even say that to someone unless you're gonna do it. That's like a TV crew turning up your house saying, "Oh, have you won this truckload of goods?" And they go, "Not really. Your neighbour has." You don't do that. Talk is cheap. Yeah. I mean, the saying in life is that, you know, not necessary to him directly, but some people just talk because they've got a mouth. Just because you got it, don't mean you got to keep using it. Nonsensical shit. Nonsensical seduction. I had a little, oh, nobody seems to join my fucking rooms on this fucking game. Yeah, I will now. I've just been going in and out of menus, I think. Yeah, that's set anyway. Game, checked, and match. I was having one-on-ones with a geezer on here last night. We went for like a little while, good hour and a half or something. No, probably a good hour. Yeah, I've had a long week so far, and I've got a long day tomorrow. I've been on that digger all the fucking time. Talk about experience. I'm starting to get bored of it now. I was really loving it, but now it's like throw the dirt, throw the dirt, throw the dirt, throw the dirt, move the tractor, throw the dirt, throw the dirt, throw the dirt, move the wheels, throw the dirt, right, it's great. I'll tell you what though, yeah, the results are fucking immense. For a tiny little digger like that, that managed to dig about 20 metres back, probably about 15 metres back, by about 12 metres wide, and about probably about 3 foot deep, I'd say. That's the fucking nearly like a metre high, the mounders. Just a little dig out, and you know what it's been doing? It's been breaking down constantly, and I've taken all the filters out. I've rebuilt so much in that fucking thing, serviced it, and I've just kept it going, and the machine that owners like keeps phoning me up, how's it going, how's it going? I was like, yeah, I'm keeping it going because another guy's doing the machine and he keeps on wrecking it completely. But you got to baby it. It needs a lot of attention. It needs a lot of fuel, a lot of draining, a lot of bleeding. No, it's the builder guy that rented it to him on the off chance that we might want to rent it. And then the geezer goes on the phone, oh, I suppose I'll be owing you money then for all the work you put into it. I'll say, well, no, just give the client a couple of days off on the fucking rentals, mate, because, you know, it hasn't been up to scratch. Not our problem it don't work, is it? Because we got like a dumper wheelbarrow, like a big dumper wheelbarrow and tractor wheels. And that's on the hire, and Dave pulled out the pull cord, like on his first ever pull. Yep, snaps it straight through the toggle, and then the pull cord disappeared, and then we were relying on the key, and then the key started dying out on us. So we called the rental company, and they came along an hour later, and bish bosh bash. I said, by that time I'd already taken out the pull cord and tried fixing it myself, but it pulled you back into the machine violently. Have you ever experienced that? Apparently it's when the valves get like fucked or stuck or so. Yeah, with little tractor wheels, little tracks. Yeah, that's it. And then it's got a pivot, and it's got a lift in the air, and you can stand on it. Yeah, and I ride that bitch into the sunset, mate. I love that. The labourers are like, I've got 2 labourers now. Picked them up off Facebook advert that I put up on the paid local pages. And I pick them up from New Haven, and they're all right. One of them contacted me a few years ago about where's the rave sort of thing. And the other one's just like a decent kiddie, you know, brought up well. And it's like, I feel like I've got the perfect team if we can keep it going and they can keep turning up. But, like with all perfect things, you always get disappointed in the end, don't they? Maybe not with these though. Hopefully I feel like I've gone through 100 people to get to this stage where I've got 2 people that are happy just to do whatever I tell them. Yeah, my fucking brain's worn out from fucking... I've already gone through 2 workers, no, 3... I've stacked 3 labourers off this site already. And it's only been like 6 weeks. Mate, I've been a mechanic. The compactor, you know, the soil compactor. Yeah, that he bought that from Poland for like half the price of a screw fix one, a store bought one, and it's been a sack of shit since day one. And no one can get it working apart from me. And I taught the labourers how to get the machines working. Now they can get the machines working. It's like a fucking little training school going on there. I'm thinking they should pay me actually. I'm going to take 20 quid a day out of their wages for fucking teaching them shit they didn't know before. But if that's exactly what I should be doing. But I also think if you've got the know-how and knowledge from whatever just to keep things moving to get it done, now too many people would be like fuck this and walk out and then be out of that contract. Whereas me, I'd battle through every fucking problem, and then if there's nothing I can't battle through, and I get through it, and that's it. You know, at the end of every working day, there's got to be a big chunk done of something, and that's how I see it, and that's how I get shit done at work. And I've been there such a short time. The bank manager came today to see what stage the job was at, to see if he wanted to release more money for the build. And the client was on the phone upstairs, and he turned up and was, oh hi, I'm Tim, I've just come to take some photos and check out the build. He went, so I can, you know, hopefully release some money to march in. I went, yeah, so you can swing it my fucking way. Went, oh yes, and he took some photos and he came down and was like, wow, it's quite remarkable, isn't it? Oh, there's been no problem signing this off for our next payment. And then Martin came down and said, oh, what did he say? I said, oh, he was well impressed. He said he can't wait to come back next time to see the final build. when it comes to value it for real time for the bank's value. Because you're only ever building for the banks, aren't you? Yeah, it's not me personally, I'm just paid a daily fee, and that's where I've gone wrong, because I've supplied 2 labourers now at a daily fee that I make nothing of. I've provided my daily fee, which I only pay my bills and get basics on. And it's like, the house is going to be worth about, probably in that location, that area, could even stretch 1 million. Easy, right? And I would have been paid probably about 22k if I get to join for 22 weeks. So, but then I've got to pay tax and insurance and all that. Oh, exactly. So I'm getting paid a pittance compared to what I should have gone in and said, right, I want 60k to build your garage, you get the materials. I want 150k to build the fucking structure, and I'll pay for the labour. Cheers. You try. Yeah, exactly. And that's it, and that's always been, that's with clients, all of my clients. I could go through my phone book and phone clients and be like, hi, it's me, I'm back on the market. Oh, where the fuck have you been? And I could name like fucking 20 people now, like who miss me as a builder. And I've just kind of gone in there cheap every time, because I've been like, oh, I've got to prove my worth, got to prove my worth, and then they expect me cheap every time. And you know what I've done on this one? I set up a LinkedIn account, yeah, and I'm basically doing there's a company, you know, Nadura, that phone block stuff. Well, they're on LinkedIn, so I'm tagging them in all of the updates on this build that I'm doing, and I've renamed myself as a real estate developer, and I want to basically put myself in the mindset that I build fucking houses out in the door from your plans and your architect details, and that's it. And then I go in and say, right, it's going to cost you about 280k, and they'd just be like, oh, if it gets done and I get, you know, 700k profit, then why the fuck not? Yeah, I'll provide the labour. Yeah, massive. The bank's at me, you're at me, I'm just a cunt not at me, struggling to find presents for my kids because I'm out of a job by December because I built it so quick and so efficient and so amazing. And that's what's going to happen, it's sad. Yes, and that's exactly it. I've set my own goals. I know by the end of October I'm going to have a structure there up to fucking roof height with any luck. And you know what? The payout must be big that the bank's giving them today, because he said, I said, oh, so is he going to come at a next phase and give you another loan, another payout? He went, no, the money he gives me should see me to the end of the job now. Whereas most people would need to do another section of the house and get that next payment to pay for the last bit, you know, from the bank to show that it's being done right. So, you know, the bank must have released them about 300k. Because in effect it's like a remortgage, isn't it? And they introduced me, they said, oh, this is Chris, he's like the main contractor. The thing is, like, it all started with one TikTok video for me. Like, where I'm in this position, I'm building this house for this guy through the power of algorithms. I fucking saw this video of a developer that was a bricklayer, and now he builds houses with his sons, like out of bricks and mortar and stuff. And he's driving fucking Lamborghinis, and he's got massive fucking loads of mad shit going on. And he said, what you need is leverage. And once you've got leverage, you've got money. And leverage is basically people. So once you've got people, like, that can do the work for you, then you use them as the leverage to get your shit done. Like these two labourers, they're my leverage. They're like cheap as fuck, and without them I wouldn't have all my shuttering built up today that I taught them to do. All the carpentry bits while I was doing the digging all day. Like, you know, it'd be like half the time. And that's the value at the end of the day. So it shouldn't be, oh, this is a day rate. It should be like you say on the next job, this is the price to build your house. And what I pay people or whatever, who gives a fuck. It's the way I run it that gets it done, not how many people are here. Because I'll leave you with my two labourers, yeah? I'll leave you with my two labourers, and I'm going to have 2 days off. I'm going to come back in 2 days, and you're going to do nothing. You're not going to have no one that can drive the diggers, no one that can use all the fucking tools properly, no one that can check the heights. I'm teaching them the heights and stuff now, but I'm creating an efficient team. And this day work fucking shit. It's gonna drive me nuts. But yeah, it's good. I'm in a good place. I used to be really stressed with work, but I enjoy thinking about work now. You know, oh yeah. Well, I reckon the rain's going to hit us for the next 2 months solid. This is England. But I say at the end of the day, if you're not on the slab, you're not getting paid. It pisses me off every morning, yeah? It might rain, and luckily it hasn't, and even when it has, they get in my truck, I say, right, I said last night, have you got your wet weather gear? Nah. Well, it's gonna rain. Oh, it'll be alright. And then it rains, and they'll go and hide. And it's like, I'm out there in my fucking big rain jacket, like, we need to get work done. Let's get fucking moving. Of course, yeah, well, you know, you just gotta put yourself through that shit, innit? You gotta put yourself through that fucking shit. Well, the kiddie earlier, I said, because I told them to put 2 battens on the bottom of 2 fucking bits of formwork, you know what I mean? And I must have been up there half hour digging away, and I thought, you cheeky cunts. And I turned off to it, they must have heard me, I went, you cheeky cunts. And I've gone down the ladder, and I went, right, are you done with that yet? Oh yeah, just this last bit here. I went, well, can you hurry up then, because we've got other work to do up here. And then the kiddie goes, oh, is it hard work? And I went, it's all hard work, mate. Money don't come easy. I would have definitely had to say, fuck this. I tried and said, piss-taking bastards. On my fucking clock. Hiding in the garage. Fuck off. That's the labourers, yeah? Oldest trick in the book. Find somewhere to hide, yeah? Out of sight from everyone, and see how long you can get away with sitting there in the corner or, you know, hiding away. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's it. You got to do it twice. Yeah. Sit around chat shit. That's why I don't have friends working together. All they want to do is stand there fucking chatting away, sitting down, blazing around like they're sitting in their fucking bedrooms or so. Yeah. Well, no, you see, Doc, I've played it clever, yeah? My two labourers don't say a fucking word, really. Yeah, I can't even hear them when they talk. I've got to go, what? What? So it's perfect. They don't invade my personal space, and they're not jumpy, and they're not, trying to put their opinions in. They're just like, oh, what do you want us to do? That. Okay, just get on with it. I'm like, move that ton of sand 4 foot that way so we can get the digger in, and so we can get the crane in. Oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. Mu- Yeah, yeah, and the ones that do run their mouth don't last. Yeah, the ones that want to be like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've had experience before. I'm this, I'm that. I'm proving something. I'm proving something. Like you ain't proving shit. Just chill out. Like the geezer with his shovel. Yeah, I said shovel that like shit off in the corner, all that rubble that I spilled with the digger. And he went rushing in there. I went no. I went stop because I knew what he was about to do, which is what everyone fucking does. And I said, on this site, yeah, we're slow, we're paced. We're not knackering ourselves out 20 minutes into work and feeling fucked for the rest of the day. I said, everything we do here is at a steady pace in a relaxed manner because accidents happen and you can just, it's just, that's not the site we're running. And he was like, oh, no, sweet, yeah, great. And now they're just happily loitering around doing whatever I need them to. But that's what I want. I want relaxed. And like I've had the ones that I've had to sack off, they've like tried putting their opinions in or bringing a different vibe, or it's like, or they're struggling with the work, or yeah. But then I said to them earlier, like, listen, lads, I said, I think we've got a good team here. I'm happy to keep this team going for as long as the client wants to pay for this team to keep going. I said he controls the money, so he controls the flow of like labour. I said, but I can promise that I'll try and keep you on for as much as I need you. I said, because it's working. But then after that, that's when they started taking the piss, hiding in that garage. And that's when I thought, oh, you're getting fucking comfy. I say what's red. No, now I've said like, yeah, you're working for me now. I'm like, you piss taking cunts. Get about fucking work. Mm. Dog, you can't get anyone, mate. You know how surprised my client is, but I'm constantly turning up with new fucking workers all the time. And they keep saying to me, oh, so what, how do you get these workers all the time? I'm like, they're like proper miffed. And I'm like, well, I've got to construction page on Facebook, and then I put my construction business looking for like a helping hand for a couple of days. You know what I mean? Got to suss them out. And I said, and then I just go through them. I said, I'll go through hundreds, I go through tons. Like, they come, do a bit of what I need them to, and fuck off, and I'm happy. Because I'm not had to do the bit they've come to do. Or I've, you know, got them to do for me because I needed it done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dick measuring contest. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because that guy, exactly that. Yeah, because it's like you're happy with what you've got. You're training them. They're listening. You finally find someone half decent, and then they bring in their people that they know from their families, friends of mothers, brothers, uncles, whatever. And then it just doesn't fucking work out really because it's like two separate entities, isn't it? Because this my client, he has a removal business and he has these removal guys coming in and helping out on days. One of them's called David and he's been running the machine. And he goes from 0 to 100 in like seconds. Yeah? And he starts kicking shit and breaking his foot and slamming his hands in things. Yeah. And then so I said to the client, look, you've got to tell your guy, yeah, that if he's going to be kicking shit about, then he ain't on my side. Yeah. That's exactly what I said. I said, my lads could get hurt. And I said, and plus I'm trying to teach them that this is building sites that are safer when they're chilled. You know, because I said 2 rolls of tape have gone flying past my fucking nose because someone's passing tape and he can't find the end. And then he's launching it across site. And then he's got a lot of personal problems, a lot of mental health things that are going on. But it's not my problem. Like, I haven't hired him and I wouldn't have him there. So I just said, and then on the Monday, Dave pulled everyone up at the digger and went, oh look, you know, I just got to say something, I apologise for my behaviour, you know, it's been out of order, I'm 14, not 14, it's just like completely wrong. And I went, look, you need to just talk, you know, rather than express, and that's just the way it's got to be. I said, and I explained exactly what I just said there as well. And I said about the rolls of tape flying past my nose, and I said everything I said to Martin anyway, because apparently after we said that Martin told him not to say anything, but he couldn't not say anything. And I said, no, you needed to say so. I said, we all needed to have a chat about it. And then, now, since then, every time he's about to kick off, he looks at me, and we both have a little smile, and then he doesn't kick off. Yeah, so I think we've nipped that in the bud actually, to be honest, because he knows anyway. Well, I just say I don't want him back. You know, he's when it starts getting to like really high building height and there's voids in the floor and you know anything could happen anyway. Let alone having a fucking loose cannon about. Yeah, that's with him. Yeah, all of his injuries are like that. His hand's never healing. He's ripping fingernails off like every other day. Yeah. He's like ripping fingernails off, he won't wear gloves or plasters or fucking it's crazy. And also like if he thinks someone ain't working at a digger, he just go, oh, it's dead. And I just have to go up there and be like, yeah, I'm sure it's not, you know. And I'm like, this thing's going to kill me because every time I'm on it, it breaks down so much. I have a fag, like trying to pass the time for like 10 minutes and then it is just fire up again. But I think it just needs a lot of fucking, like I've been doing to it. I took all the filters off, unscrewed it all, bled it a few times. It likes a bit of bleeding. Yeah, on the bleeding. Yeah, yeah. So I took them apart. It definitely needs a new fuel filter. I cleaned it out a bit, but it ain't enough. So I think it needs new fuel filter. I've done the water separator, undone that one, and pulled it all apart and cleaned all the black shit out. And then at the valve that releases the fuel at the bottom, I put a thin rebar wire straight up there and pulled out some black shit. And she'd work like a dream, like brand new. And then she'd start fucking up again, and then David would get on it, and then she's really fucked up. But towards the end of the day, I had her going nice. And like when I got on it, because Dave went at 2 o'clock yesterday, and I jumped on it, and I was on it till like 4 o'clock, and I've done so much in that 1 hour, in them 2 hours, so much. Yeah. How bad will that be though, with the pressure and the suction of the fuel? Yeah, it isn't. No, it's all self-explanatory, that filter. You slot it into the body first. Oh yeah, well, the, there's a filter, there's the water separator with the bung. It's got like a rubber ring at the bottom of it, and then that fills the water and floats to the top eventually. So there's two, isn't there? So yeah, I had done them. I cleaned them out with white spirit and solvent spray, like anything flammable and alcohol. Um, you know what? I don't even know. Oh no, it's just like a little hole sticking out. Just no, straight out the back at the bottom right. Yeah, just a little straight tube. Yeah, yeah, no, that's straight. Yeah, for that little digger, it shifted some fucking dirt. Yeah, that's it. It's a diesel engine. Give it its fuel and it'll fucking run. Yeah, yeah. It's meant to. Yeah, it's meant to. It's like a legal towable one, you know. as industrial as you can get that you can tow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, not to be used as a crane. That sticker's on there. Yeah. They tried selling it to the client for 8 grand. I said, fuck off, it's been running off water for fuck knows how long. It hasn't, there's not even had coolant in it. I said, so all the engine block and all the fucking roots are gonna be full of calcium and shit. White crusty shit. No, yeah, tap water, boom. Because it first broke down, I looked at the back and I found the guy and I said, right, you put water in the coolant. Should I just put a bit more water in it, mate? It's below the low level. Oh, no, wait there, I'm coming. And then he came and phoned his mechanic and he went, oh, is it just water? And the mechanic's like, yeah, just water. And I'm like, fucking just water. So I put the fucking water in there. It's because it's old and it leaks. No, no, it doesn't. Well, yeah, it will do in the winter. It'll get below freezing. Um, well, yeah, cold enough for the water to expand the pipes. No, no, but then you'd need negative 15 plus bloody coolant fluid, wouldn't you? Well, I'll put it this way, Doc, I ran my Beamer on just water for like a year. Yeah, for like a year. Yeah. But yeah, it's just water. I mean, it only cools it down. But, you know, because it is just water and it's a diesel engine and it's got a lot to cool down, it should be coolant. Because water's hot, and it burn hotter. That water, yeah, but I keep it halfway and it still wants to choke out. Yeah. So I ram it into that high revs to push some stuff, but then as soon as it starts working hard, that's when it starts cutting out. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, it's chalk. Well, I was dragging that arm back and forward. Well, I think I find with this digger, if you don't put enough revs on it, it's slow as fuck. Only sometimes when it can stall to a point where it comes back alive again and keeps going. And then you turn it off for like 5, 10 minutes, turn it on, runs good, flies up, does nice, and then after about 20 minutes of working, yeah. And it's got like built-in safety features to stop the engine. I, I don't know, but it's got a flashing light on the LCD screen on the little mileage counter or whatever it is. There's like a flashing weird light. And the pressure level light flashes too. Oil and fuel. Oil and coolant, it's a mixture. It flashes for either. Yeah, yeah. Trying to land it on someone in the street, like, oh yeah, do you want to hire my digger? Oh, you fucked it. You owe me 4 grand. But I've got it in text, yeah. I said, would you like me to check this? And he went, yes. Like, I'll do what you think. He went, I'll leave it in your capable hands. He said. Mm. Oh yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, it came with problems, didn't it? Really, it was doing it at the beginning when we first got it. Like since we got it, it's been cutting, choking, like stalling, stuttering. It has. It's got like 4,000 something on the clock. Like maybe 40,000. But it's well beat up anyway. Well old. That's why I keep it alive, yeah. And I did that trick that you said, where I basically dragged the bucket back and forward across the surface, forward, back, forward, back, boom, boom, boom. I wasn't going up and down with the bucket, like slamming the bucket down. I was just scraping back and forward, and then it would like vibrate a big bit of fucking earth away, like chalk. The chalk would just be brittle and just go collapse. I'd be like, what? That's all I do. The other day, before you told me that, I was just piling it in and getting stressed with it and scraping and scraping and scraping, like big scrapes and big scrapes. And now I'm just like, tickle the top, tickle the top, tickle the top. Come on, it's gonna come. Yeah, 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 yeah. It does. It's like, and the reverse on the machine's quite heavy. So yeah. I'm enjoying it, but I think the labourers think that I'm just sitting on my arse all day because that's what like the attitude of like the young labourer said like, oh wow, he's just sitting on the digger all day, and I'm like, well that is, I said yeah, I said well it is a proper part of the job, like see you sit on the fucking digger all day, and you got to work your way up to the digger. You can't just be like, oh, can I sit on the digger all day? Fuck off. Yeah, just. If it wasn't for me, mate, this work. And the guy went on holiday today, the client, and he said basically, I said, "Oh, you feeling good about the project?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, it's good, it's good, it's really good." Like I said, "Oh, you think it's in safe hands?" He's like, "No, it's definitely. I've got no worries. I can go away. I know it's all gonna get done nice." And I said I said, look, you said you wanted it all out at the end of the day yesterday. I said, well, I said in the morning that wasn't going to happen, and I said, as you've seen, since I've taken over, once Dave left, and all of today, I've managed it so efficiently that the tractor thing's so slow. By the time it's got down the drive and back, I've already gone to the other side of the site and dug out more ground and made more stockpile, and then swung some more over and just kept reloading myself, and then going back up there and dropping it in, giving him a beep, and we were flowing. And I said, it's been. I said we'll get loads done, but I said I don't even know if we're gonna have it all done tomorrow. To be honest with you, mate. And he went, "Oh, don't worry about it." He went, "Oh, the bank came through. Don't worry about it." Because usually my mindset is I want to go and do another 4 hours overtime tomorrow to push the site along. Still might do. Well, my theory, Doc, is that I need to get that done before the equipment blows up. You know, I'm not an expert with it. I don't know. It could just die and not fucking come back alive. I've just been doing shit to keep it alive. I don't know if it's been working, but I'm just doing shit to it constantly. And it's going and going and going and going and going, and I'm thinking like, if I don't hurry up and get all this fucking done, then that machine's gonna die Monday and not come back alive. And it's like, okay, we can't do nothing now. We're dead in the water. We've got two fucking mountains there to shift, and fucking hell, yeah, Can they swing it? Yeah, nice. I think I need about 100 hours before I can feel confident to light a lighter and stuff. No, but I've got it. Like the thing is, I don't stop with it. Like I plant it up, and then I grab it, scoop it, dig it, whatever, and then as I'm swinging, I'm throwing the bucket out, swinging the bucket back in, and by the time I land back in one big motion, I'm exactly where I need to be to take a straight scoop, and then lift it and swing it, and then release it, and then come back, and I'm back in the right position to take another scoop, and it just flows like that. Yeah, it's good. It doesn't take me long, that's what I'm trying to say, probably. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cut a line in. Oh, right, use a bucket to cut the turf, yeah? Yeah. Do you do a lot of reversing with that when you do the grave then? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. That's all you need, isn't it? That's all you need. Hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. I love that. You get maximum reach, swing it out, maximum through. But I'm using a 360 digger, ain't I? Well, I've got. Oh no, definitely not. No, you gotta go like 45 degrees to where you need to bite from and throw to. So you've got maximum outreach there. From yeah, yeah, yeah. And also like earlier, I was scooping it, yeah, scooping it, pushing it with the foot, push, mound. And then suddenly I got carried away, didn't think. While I was like sideways to the big mound, I swung it round, took a big scoop, started loading up that pile, not really thinking. And then I turned around the other way, and then all of a sudden I realised I was at an angle sideways onto the mound. like I'd go, and then it kind of nearly tipped over. So I swung the boom round straight, and then pushed it down and pushed myself back up and walked out with my tracks. And that was a nice little thing. Yeah, got myself out of there. But then after that, I was going sideways with the thing and everything, being well cocky with it. It's better to push sideways actually when you're facing like forwards. It's actually fucking quality. But yeah, you can see where if you're in a close proximity and you push the wrong dial, you can knock a wall out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I've decided, yeah, I don't really want to go near any more of people's properties and fucking digging around places and fucking around with asbestos and all that sort of shit. Yeah, so it's quite nice actually being out on in the open. It was sun was beating downstairs. It was fucking hurting me. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So there's no protection there. I used to say I can't put a bit of ply on the roof. But yeah, yeah, fucking yeah, definitely not. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's got steel wheels, motherfucker. Wheels of steel. You seen the photos I just sent on the group? That's the setup I've got going on right now. Nice and clean. Oh, what's that? Look at that mini forest he's got going on around that fucking area. Look, that's going to be one. Yeah, yeah, definitely. How much do you reckon that'd be worth? Well, there's a house going on top of that garage. So you see that garage, yeah, with the digger and the pit and the little alleyway with the dump. You can see the machine I was talking about from the drone. That tractor dumper bucket. Well, there's a house, one house from halfway up the back of the garden, or like the chalk pit, and overhanging the slab. So the top of the garage roof is going to be the front garden. To the right side is going to be stairs going up to the house, and then where the digger is going to be a house, and then sitting on top of that garage. Mhm. What one house? Oh, the White House is their house at the moment. Yeah, and then they're selling that house. Yeah, why? Look at the house next to it. Yeah, it's a forest. Yeah, that was a forest. No, I opened all that with the digger. About a meter. About no, not a meter. Probably about 500 millimeter. Yeah, half a meter deep by the time I got to the back. And if you ever look at the garage at the bottom, that's like a carpool. Yeah, that's the chalk. Yeah, solid. Well, not no match for me. And a few teeth. We have clay. We have a lot of clay. That's not sand. It looks like sand because I've mashed it up into dust. Like it's literally hard chalk, compacted over years and years. Like solid. It goes brittle once you start breaking through it. I've compacted that. At the end of the day, this was in the morning. At the end of the day, it's all been compacted down. I've got the boys to whack a plate it down. So it looks nothing like that now. I'm thinking I should just keep that drone at work and take a picture of every day. Because from that picture there, you'd see a massive difference already. Now the client put all them trees in, and he's sad when one dies. Yeah, fan trees, I think, but he got them from Poland, imported. Yeah, and then they're gonna grow up really tall, but they don't. They're gonna try and choke each other out. Most of them will be dead. But I've got to protect the trees. That one near the digger boom gets whacked over every day. Still standing. No, that chalk's hard, mate. It's not. It's not. It's not. What, Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and there's going to be a backyard to it. And they want to grow grass on the concrete. I've told them I don't want nothing to do with that. And now he wants to go grass on the concrete at the back. I told him I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm making a concrete slab from the front of the garage all the way to the back of the garden. Yeah, that channel is going to be stairs. Oh yeah, to the right hand side of that, where that dumper is, where that bucket, that electric tractor thing. That look at the picture, looking towards it from above. You see the compactor plate, the digger, and then what I'm doing is I'm moving all the dirt, one mountain at a time, dropping it into there. They're dumping it at the front for a grab lorry, and I'm going over to there, digging more, coming back, making more piles, dropping it in, and having a little system going. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's elevated by like 2.5 meters. So I've got to cast some concrete steps in that gap. I was thinking earlier I might change my plan actually and weld upright rebar all the way to the front still, all the way to the back still where it's got to go, and then basically put the Nodora blocks all the way around to form like a raised edge. Because at the moment the architect wants me to shutter it with ply, well I can actually build that in properly with them Nodora blocks in it. And then I can get an overhang over that front still, so you'll never see that. And then I can get it all fucking poured in one, the walls and the floor. That's a big change I've got to put forward. Because at the moment I've just been going, oh, I'll just go to the plan. But no, it makes more sense to smash it with the door in a very skilled and precise way, carved around everything. That would work. Right, I better get to bed, man. I've got fucking work. Right, we'll carry this on again tomorrow, Doc. Right, catch you soon, bro, in a bit.